So this is Baruch Fleischman here at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel, and this is our Shir, Parshas Pinchas. So Pinchas we've been working on, as you know. Let's go over to where we've been, and we're talking about, in this particular case, Pinchas himself. So let's look over the Zohar that we saw the other day, and it really leaves my mind wondering exactly how this takes place. And although the Zohar is really telling us, but he doesn't tell us the intimate details of exactly how Pinchas absorbed within himself the dinim of Yitzchak. He took the place of Yitzchak, and he says this that he moved to the Gevura of Atzilus, which is the place where you find the power of Yitzchak. So then it says my chama. So then there was a question about these really really bad malachim. One of them's name is Chema. Chama as Mem, so then he sees the letter Mem from the name Samakel, which is, we abbreviate down to Samach Mem. It says that they removed the Mem, he saw the Havataz Berikia. Now, he saw it flying through the air, but it was loose. V'dochu Simona the Malach HaMavis, and he saw that because it's the symbol of the Malach HaMavis. The boy is Benora Oz Vav or Oz Tov that wants to build himself using either one of these names or both of these two letters, the letter Vav and the letter Tov. If you put them together with the word letter Mem, you get the word Mavis, which means death. So this is what he is seeing. Ma'avis Pinchas. So how did Pinchas see this? You should imagine the mentality of the person that you're talking about. Pinchas Madachavim is lavish by Yitzchak. So he says, what did he do? He clothed himself in Yitzchak. He took the kedusha of the power of din, in kedusha, which is Yitzchak. Keden nato haku as mem. And then he took, when he did that, and he was now composed of the power of Yitzchak, he took this letter mem, and he grabbed it for himself, and he brought it to himself. And once the Malach HaMavis saw this, that he did this, the Pinchas mem, that he had grabbed that mem for himself, Miyad Tov La'achora, then he immediately went backwards because he didn't have the mem. He couldn't make it. Or could he make the word? He can't make that word. So if you take it out of the word he mentioned, that Samakel, you get the name, the holy name, which is the name Sakel. Samach Ayin, Samach Aleph Lamed. Now we go to the next piece of Zohar. The Zohar says, my time, what's the reason? Begin to kad kane belibe Pinchas, because when Pinchas was jealous in his heart for Hashem, because he saw and understood everything that Hashem was trying to do through his people, and he saw one of the leaders of one of the tribes, Shimon, the tribe Shimon, and he saw what was going on there, he had to act. The kad kane belibe Pinchas, when Pinchas was jealous for the righteousness of Hashem at that moment, Islavesh b'Yitzchak, he clothed himself in the din of Yitzchak. And then he went and he saw that he was of the gematria of 208. So if you add up Pinchas, you'll see that Pinchas comes to the gematria of 198, and you put the yud in it that he gets from Yitzchak, and it becomes 208. And so that you say that if you added up the gematria, the name Pinchas, you come to the number 208, just like Yitzchak. V'haki sak is like Yitzchak, so the gematria of Yitzchak is the same. The hamalos mem toss berekir. So once he saw that the letter mem was flying through the air. Now, my question would be immediately, how did Pinchas, only know myself or other human beings around me, how was he able to see this mem as it was flying through the air? So he says this is part of the name of the Samach Mem. He saw that the mem, because we had been looking at the Samach Mem before, and he said he had been traveling. So he's traveling. What part of him is traveling? Well, we understand his name is traveling, because the name designates the Samach Mem. That's Samakel, that's the whole name. Chatafle, so he grabbed that mem, And he joined it to himself. And immediately he made the concept of a spear. Ramach is the gematria for 248, and it refers to a spear. And he took a spear in his hand. So he had, by himself, he was the gematria of 208, same as Yitzchak. But when you took the mem, he made his gematria into 248, which is the concept of the romach, which is the spear, which he used, and he put it in his hand. Let's read the Matak Midrash on this and see what he has to say. So the Matak Midrash writes, and we get it on the page, right? And before I showed, it explains further, Nimtak Samach Mem, the sweetening of the Samach Mem. See, in other words, I guess the Zohar is saying, my name is Baruch. So Baruch really means like a brecha, like a flow. Okay, so I'm talking all the time. So this is also a concept of Yisod, which is Yisod is a place of the flow. So it all goes together like that. So 1 minute, I need to complete something off my screen. So how, and what was the reason why? How was it really that he was able to sweeten the Samach Mem? So he said, Shekina Pinchas believable Hashem. And he said that this probably is the, I'm trying to figure out the right word, is the ultimate cause of everything that happened after this, because in his heart, he had a tremendous jealousy for Hashem, that he wanted Hashem to protect the honor of Hashem. Zohar lehislavish b'begur de Yitzchak, because of that feeling or that judgment that he was making. And remember again that we saw earlier in the Zohar, in the sequence, it was talking about the eyes of judgment are located in the Chochmah of Malchus. Chochmah is a Yud. So perhaps that's that Yud, but at any rate, there is judgment going on. And he judges too. But he judges with the Kedusha of Yitzchak. The Kibo Mimena Os Yud, and therefore he gets the letter from Yitzchak, the letter Yud. V'oznis Allah the Kiyos Kemispa Rach. So it becomes the gematria of 208. Resh is 200, Ches is 8. Shekach Oile Shemo Rach. So that's his gematria, if you counted it up, would be 208. And it's the same as Oile Shem Yitzchak, that Yitzchak is also 208. But Omar, and then he says like this. Kevin Shirah Pinchas Os Mem Shala Samach Mem. He saw the Samach Mem. He saw the letters of the Samach Mem. Ma'ofefes Berikia, that it was flying through the sky. In other words, it was looking for trouble. He said, so he grabbed the mem out of the name Samakel. And he sweetened it. Sweetened it with the din of Yitzchak Abinu. Also im Shemo, and he joined it together with his own name. V'na'ase miyad siruf ramach, which is 248, which normally refers to the 248 limbs of the body, but here it comes and it's taken from the ramach or the chesed, and he says, what is ramach? Ramach is the light of chesed. Because of Yikach Romach, he took a spear biyado in his hand. So it's that spear. In other words, when he took the mem and he tied it onto the gematria of his own name, he made the number 248. And 248 is the gematria of the word spear. And that's what we have here, that he used that spear. This is Baruch Fleischman, and this is the Tikkun Elevator Kollel, and this is the night Zohar. Today's the 5th day of the week of, well, actually, it's Erev Shabbos, so I guess it's the wrong day. Today is the 6th day, Erev Shabbos, Parshas Bo.